and I see this is where a lot of folks fail, is that they try and jump to the finish line. They're like, I want this like magical experiments where I've, automated all of customer support, or like engineers are never writing another line of code again, etc. Which sounds, incredible to sort of be able to do that sort of stuff. But the reality is, it's sort of like trying to go to calculus and you don't know what fractions are, or you don't know what multiplication is. And so a lot of this is more progressive, where it's okay, how do I get a taste? How do I get my toes wet? Okay, I know how to do that piece. Okay, great. Now how do I start to compose these things together and chain these things together? And all of a sudden, that's how you build up to some of these more sophisticated systems. And it takes time. And I do think it's important that like leaders are able to step in to guide the company through that transition, not just simply go, we're going to go do AI.
There's an interesting it's actually a framework that I think we took from a post that Zapier had done a few months ago, and we've been using it for most of this year with our own team. And so one of the things I found really interesting there is people don't jump to magically just rethinking their whole profession. And most start with some degree of hesitancy. It's natural. And I think it was kind of activated, adaptive, transformative. I think we're kind of the general premise. And we kind of subset and define that a bit more for our use case. But what's interesting is no one jumps to the fourth spot. Everybody moves in those stages, like almost maybe they take a week, maybe they take a year, but everybody moves through that. So we've kind of taken the challenges, recognize, and then just try to move it, get you through each next one. Don't jump to the end, get you through the next tier as fast as possible. And so I think one of the things that as we get to the later stages at the early stages, what we found is so powerful is peer-to-peer sharing. Because honestly, me standing up as a CEO and saying, this is going to be wonderful, this is great, I think people kind of dig on the side eye. And sure, versus when it's peers in their professions, like, this is how it's working for me. I never have to do this again. Like this gave me this, unlocked this whole new capability for me. When people are coming to the table with that, I think combined with how we're using some of these tools in our day-to-day use, just personally, those two things seem to get people started in my experience. I think our role as leaders, as we get to the later quadrants, is really helping people rethink like their how functions are going to evolve in this new era.